talking about alcoholism with service members. Are you able to touch on some stories, if possible, of people that you've been able to help, and the hole that they were trying to plug with alcohol from their military service, and the solution that they have now to plug that hole?
Here was the problem that I ran into as an active duty counselor working in a drug and alcohol rehab, is even though I myself found a spiritual solution to my problem, I couldn't necessarily talk about that. I couldn't necessarily say, look, you know, what you have is it's actually, it's got a mental health component and it's got a physical dependency component, but what you have really is a spiritual problem. I couldn't say that as a counselor. Okay. And so actually my ability to, and I also, I'm not comfortable talking about like any personal stories of any of my former patients, even though,
only what,
you know, it's very difficult because like I said at the beginning, a lot of these folks, men and women, were coming back with you know, dual diagnoses, some kind of PTSD, sometimes combat PTSD, and then they were self-medicating. And we had 28 days to really try to get these folks put back together again before either rotating back to their unit, or a lot of them were actually on their way out, getting separated from the military. And it was very challenging work. So honestly, I don't know. The most I think I could hope for is that I planted some seeds and that I gave some of my patients some things to think about, because we didn't have an aftercare program from this facility. If they were staying in, we would send them back. We would put them in touch with whoever was the SARP in their geographic right. But you know, hopefully if any of my patients got anything out of it, and if I was able to do any help and plant any seeds, that's the most that I could wish for. I'd like to think so.
Well, if any of you hear this, comment below, and maybe we'll have a Rabbi Austin moment.
Yeah, sure.